Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? I'm teacher Kabada. So this lesson is a new, smart, and an interesting lesson. Another ways of learning English, which is using authentic materials. That is learning English, all the four English language skills through literature, which is short story, songs, drama, proverbs, riddles, and some other kind of literature. We will try to see one by one. The first part is short story. How can we learn English language skills through short story? The first part is reading, right? The Lion and the Rabbit. So first reading skill, which is silent reading. Silent reading, it is an individual reading. So we understand the main idea of this short story, the theme of this short story. To understand the theme of the short story, what are the characters, what is the setting, what is the conflict, and what is the plot here, and what is the theme of the story. After just doing this in detail, you have to understand the main idea of the short story. So that's why I'm saying reading is silent. Reading is an individual. If you read every sentence individually, you understand what the idea you get from this short story. So this is reading. After you read it, you understand. You understand means you can interpret, you can analyze, you can act out, you can just interpret the reading with your own life experience. This is the significance of understanding the reading text. Unless you understand, you can't say anything about this short story. You don't have any skill about reading skill. So the first thing is, what is reading skill by itself? Reading by itself is understanding the reading text. If I say like this, how can we just read this short story? You know, The Lion and the Rabbit. What do I know about this short story, The Lion and the Rabbit? What story does this short story talks about? What is the relation between the lion and the rabbit? So we understand some clues. We get some clues from the title, The Lion and the Rabbit. And then, depending on the title, you read this short story, you understand the theme, and you have to just act out and interpret about this short story. So there is a reading skill. Second one, what are the key vocabulary words to understand here? Key vocabulary words here. There are key vocabulary words here. You have to just give contextual meaning for these vocabulary words. The second way, key vocabulary words, which is active words, to understand for this short story. So you have to just understand this reading text another way. Unless you read the words, it's quite difficult to understand the short story here. No. Try to just guess your experience, your prior knowledge about these words here. You have to just use the grammatical structure of the words to understand the vocabulary words. You have to just understand what words are repeated, what words do I know around these words. You have to deduce the meaning of the words. So these are the different strategies to define the vocabularies in a given short story, and then you understand the meaning of this short story. The third one, what supporting details are under this short story? The supporting details here. What are the main characters? What are the major characters? How does the conflict arises? And what is the plot structure here? And what is the setting? Where is the setting here? You have to just read it, every element of the literature, and you simply understand about this short story. This is what is the very ingredients or elements of treating any short story. So having this, understanding this, you develop your English language skill, especially for your reading skill with me. Your reading skill, the characters, the setting, the plot, the conflict, the type of setting, the type of plot, and the type of conflict. What are the characters, the kind of characters? And finally, you come to the thing that you learn from this short story. What language skills do you learn from this short story? That's the key. Through this short story, I'm going to teach you one language skills, maybe vocabulary, maybe grammar, maybe pronunciation, maybe another aspects of English language skills. So the first thing here is read the short story and understand. So there is a reading skill. There is a reading skill. This is the first one, all right? This is the first one. A cruel lion lived in a jungle very, very small bushes and trees. And it will be just, which is the jungle and the trees are very close to each other. And it will kill and eat the animals all day. Because a lion is a huge, a fierce fighter animal. It is a prey. He kills the other small animals and use as a food. All the animals request the lion not to kill them and eat them in this way. Don't kill us and don't eat on this way. Please help us. We want to live here in the jungle. They asked him not to kill them. Look here. They proposed a plan. Each day one animal will come to the lion one by one, so that they will be saved from fear of being killed at random by the lion. Yeah. The lion proposed there is one animal who is going to eat randomly. So all animals in the jungle are fear of. The lazy lion feels that this was a good way to get a tasty treat every day. Yeah, this is my ways, my strategies of enjoying my life in the jungle. So there are animals in the jungle, so I'm going to eat one by one. That's it, yeah. In this way, the lion had already eaten many animals. Yeah, many animals are eaten by the lion. Many animals were eaten by the lion. No safe life in the jungle, except the fierce fighter animal, the huge and the strong animal, which is called the lion. Yeah. And look here, it was finally the turn of a smart rabbit. It is the turn which was eaten by the lion to go to the lion as a meal. Yes. It reached the lion's den quite late. It means the rabbit reached the lion's den. Den means a place of living for the lion, which is a hole or maybe a cave which lions live in the mountains or escarpments or in the jungle. So it is a time to go to the lion's cave. The lion's hole, the lion's place of living. The lion roared in anger. He was angry because she comes late. She go to the lion late. And yeah, why are you late? The lion asked her. The rabbit replied, there is another lion in the jungle. This is a very strategy things, yeah. There is another lion in the street and he asked me to stop and eat me. Yeah, it stopped me. It said, I'm the king of the jungle. Another second lion. She told him that I got another lion. He asked me to eat me. So, yes, I'm the king of the jungle, so I'm going to eat you. Another lion. I will kill it. That murderer, that fierce fighter lion. Which is a lion? I will kill him. Please show me the lion where it is found. Yeah. I will kill it. Show me where it is. Oh, the lion angry. The rabbit took the lion to well. Yeah. Just the lion pick and kill that lion to a well. Which is well is called a place where we watch water. A place where water is found. River water is found. Well. There is a rabbit around the well. There is a lion around the well. The lion peered into the well and roared. Yes, the lion peered into the river and yes, who is there? Yes, he looked another lion in the river. Yes, who is there? The roar acted back. Rocked back means sound, literally back is sound. Echo, which is echo, sound of a lion. Back means returning the sound back. Returning back. ድምፁ አንበሳው ሲያገሳ የእሱ ድምፅ መልሶ መሰማት ማለት ነው። echoed back ማለት። ስለዚህ ውሃ ውስጥ አሳየችው። የምታሳየው የማን ነው? የእሱን የራሱን ጥልማሞት ነው። ስለዚህ እዛ ሳየው አንተ ከየት የመጣህ አንበሳ ነው ራሱ ውሃ ውስጥ አንተ ከየት የመጣህ አንበሳ ነህ የኔ የምበላቸው እንስሶች ልትመገብ ነው የመጣው ነው እያለ ያለው ራሱን ውሃ ውስጥ እያየው ማለት ነው። Yes, I roared again. እንደገና ጮኸ አንበሳው። ዩ ስቱፒድ ካም አውት፣ አንተ ስቱፒድ ሆን፣ አንተ ደደብ አንበሳ አትወጣም ከዚህ ውስጥ፣ ይሄ እኔ ግዛት ነው፣ ለምን መጣ አለው። ያ ዩ ካም አውት አይ ዊል ኪል ዩ፣ ካልወጣ እገልሃለሁ፣ እበላሃለሁ፣ አንተን ምግብ ነው ማረግ አለው። saying so the lion jumped into the well and was drowned. yes ይሄን እያለው አንበሳው ከሀውስ ማውጣት አልቻለም፣ ምክንያቱም የራሱ ጥላ መሆኑን አልተረዳም። ስለዚህ ያን አንበሳ ምን ለማለት ወጣ፣ ምን ለማለት አደረገ? ያን አንበሳ ለማውጣት ተዘፈቀ። እዛ ውሃ ውስጥ ወንዝ ውስጥ ሲዘፈቅ አንበሳው ምን ሆነ? እዛ ውስጥ ሰመጠ። የራሱን አንበሳ ሌላ አንበሳ መስሎ እዛ ውስጥ ገባ፣ ሰመጠ። yes all the animals in the jungle, yes all the animals in the jungle felt happy and safe. እዛ ውስጥ ለነሱ እነሱ ለምግብነት ይጠቀባቸው የነበሩ እንስሳቶች ይሄን ሲሰሙ ደስተኛ ሆኑ። በቃ አንበሳ ይሄ ጥጋበኛውን አንበሳ ሞተልን፣ ስለዚህ እኛ በነፃነት እዚህ ጋር ኑሯችንን መኖር እንችላለን፣ ደስተኛ ሆነን መኖር እንችላለን ብለው ተደሰቱ። አሁን የራቢቷን የጥበብ ተመልከቱት። ተረኛ ነበረች። ሌላ አንበሳ እዛ ስላገኘኝ እበላሻለሁ፣ እገልሻለሁ አለኝ። ስለዚህ ያን አሳየኝ አላት። አመጣ፣ አሳየችው። የት ነው ያሳየችው? እዛ ውሃ ውስጥ አሳየችው። ይሄ ጥበብ ውሃ ነው። አሁን what I understand from this is here, after just understanding this one, the characters are what? The characters are the rabbit and what? The lion. The rabbit and the lion. These are the major characters. The two characters, it means. The two characters here. The characters, yes, personality. The character's personality in terms of emotion is fierce fighter, strong, and his kirul, yes, kirul. These words describe about the lion. The lion is kirul, the lion is fierce fighter, the lion is strong, the lion is, just, he doesn't like any kind of animal to live on the ground except itself. So I can describe the lion on this way. What language skills do I use to describe this lion? So, and here is the rabbit is what? Small animal, and which is very small and thoughtful and tactful, active, smart mind. I can describe the rabbit on this way. Emotions, yeah. They feel, they describe their emotion. The lion is emotion. The personality, the physical appearance. The lion is huge or gigantic, very large animal. But the rabbit is very small animal. It has 4 legs, something like you describe on this way. On this way. Here, yes, physical appearance of the rabbit and the lion. The characters. The conflict is, what is the conflict between this one? There is a conflict between the characters. The conflict is between the animals and the lion, because the lion wants to eat all the animals in the jungle. So there is a conflict. Does the earth gives only for the fierce fighter animals? The other animals, the small animals. Don't we have the right to live on the earth? Yes? Don't we have the right to live on the earth? Did the time to live the lion? They think that, so there is a conflict between the two animals, yeah? There is a conflict arises. So here, which is, the plot is the internal drive of the lion's feeling. He wants to just eat all the animals, all the small animals in the jungle, in the forest. So there is a plot here. The setting is the place and the time where this story has been taking place is sometimes in the jungle and sometimes what? In the ocean. So this is the setting, all right? The setting here. And the other one is the theme, the moral lesson. What do I learn from this? The moral lesson. What do I learn from this? I learn from this means, what I learned from this is we have to be tactful. We have to be tactful. So we have to be just active enough. No one is going to cheat us, all right? No one is going to cheat us. This is the lessons that I learned from this short story. This short story. And the other very important point here is the theme that I explained here. So this is what is called reading skill. Let me change this short story into speaking. Look here. There were two animals which lives in the jungle. One is the lion and the other is a rabbit. A lion is huge and strong and a fierce fighter. He ate all the small animals to his food. There is a turn to eat all the animals, but all the animals in the jungle felt fear because they don't want to eat by the lion. They have the right to live in the jungle, but he doesn't allow. The lion doesn't allow to live in the jungle. So one day, the turn was a rabbit. It is the turn of a rabbit, but she arrived to the king late, and the lion asked her, "Why you were late here? I'm really hungry." "You stupid rabbit! Why you came too late here?" Yes, my respected lion. There is a problem I faced when I came to your here. What's the problem? Can you tell me, please? I was another lion there, and you asked me to wait, and you wanted to eat me. What? Yes, there was a lion, another lion. He wanted to eat me. Which one? Where is here? Over there. Can we go there? Yes, of course. Let us go eat, please. The rabbit and the lion came to the well, a river. Look. Yeah, this is a lion. He wanted to kill me, but I escaped from eating from this lion. Yes. Who is there? Who is there? You stupid lion, you go out, please. He said, you go out, please. He roared, but the lion doesn't come from the well because it is the reflection of the real lion. And finally, he just drowned to the lion. And after that, he drowned and sank to the lion. He died. All the animals were happy because their enemy were died in the river, and they enjoyed to live safe life in the jungle. This is speaking. This is speaking. So simply, I read the short story. I understand all the elements of the short story here, and finally, I understand it. So I can speak orally without having a piece of paper. So reading and speaking. They have the same meaning here. They have the same meaning here. They have the same meaning here. Another one, how can you interpret this? Which one do you like? A lion or a rabbit? I can bring this short story in my life experience. I want to be maybe a lion because I want to be strong and free fighter. I want to just diminish or kill the other animals and enjoy a very fantastic life because I always eat a very delicious. I don't want to eat any just bushes and trees and grasses. So I want to be just a lion. Someone may like this. No, I don't like to be a fist fighter, just a lion, but I want to be a rabbit, which is tactful, but a lion is foolish. A lion is dormant. A lion is dull. He doesn't know about his reflection in the well. So I don't want to be a lion, but I want to be a rabbit because the reason of this reason. So I can interpret this short story in my own life experience. This is true. This is true. And the third is writing skill. I can write similar short story using the example short story. Once upon a time, there were two friends. When they went to the school, they faced one huge animal. So one friend saw that animal, he escaped and just jumped over the tree. And the other animal lay down on the road. And the animal came and checked the lay boy. He black this. So I can write such kind of short story. As I read it, I speak on this way. Yes, possible. Here, short story, which is a very important ways of learning English language. English language skills here. The lion and the rabbit. What do I understand from the short story? How can I understand this short story? How can I speak this short story in my own language? How can I write my own short story? Yes, possible. The last and the very important part lesson that I'm going to teach you is what kind of language skill do we learn from this short story? What kind of language skills here? Look, lived here, lived, which is simple past. Ate, just a land eats all day. Or the animal requires a simple past. And kids of India, they propose simple past. Each plant animal would came to the land and they saved here, and killed here, and failed here, and the other was and had here, eaten here. All the words are simple past. This short story was built using simple past verbs. So we want to just learn simple past tense. Simple past tense. The lesson that I'm going to teach you is simple past tense. Look at all the examples are given with simple past. Can you use the first one? Can you underline simple past verbs here? Yes, you underline here. You underline here. Killed, stopped, ate, and here failed, was, would, proposed, requested. These are examples of simple past verbs. There are also another verbs here, was, which is so regular verbs and irregular verbs. Regular verbs, the forms of regular verbs are they add d or ed, but irregular verbs do not have any common form. They have different forms here. Can you underline the regular verbs and irregular verbs? Yes, you underline here. At, irregular, was, irregular, stopped, regular, proposed, regular, requested, regular. Yes, right. So, today's lesson is about simple past tense. We underline regular and irregular verbs. Can you give your own examples of simple past verbs? Yeah. I ate my breakfast. I proposed about the problem. I requested my teacher to give an exam. I was late yesterday. I was late. I watched TV. And I played volleyball. All these are my own examples using simple past verbs. Simple past tenses. One very important part here. One here and the other one, I can change this simple past into negatives and then into what? Questions. The other one. And the last one is when do you use simple past? Some of the communicative functions of simple past. The first one is an action began in the past and completed in the past. Example is given. And we can just use simple past for completed action. Another example here. So these are the approaches of learning this the grammatical aspects from this short story, The Lion and the Rabbit. And finally, I can just give you some words here and write your own examples. One is proposed, second, requested, the third one, ate, the fourth one, wrote, the fifth one, danced, the sixth one, killed. Using these 6 verbs, write your own examples. Write your own examples. They can write. And finally, I can summarize this lesson by teaching them the very important aspects of English language, which is simple past tense. So this is the very important, the very smart, the very interesting ways of teaching English language students through literature. The very fantastic lesson. Thank you very much. This will be the end of the lesson.